everybody. Welcome to Progressive Talk Live, Prog Talk. This is where you want to be. Greatest fucking show on earth. I'm your host, Dusty Smith. It's still me. And we have a great show for you guys tonight. It's not as packed as last Friday's show, but that's a good thing, because maybe we'll get through everything tonight. Too much stuff is actually kind of overbearing a little bit. So how's the fuck's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you. Hope you're staying healthy and happy out there. I've been doing all right. Found me another game I like. I'm picky. I'm picky as shit about my games. But I tell you one game I fucking loved, Slay the Spire. That's a fucking amazing game. But like, I beat the brakes off fucking Slay the Spire, dudes. I mastered that as much as you can fucking master anything. Got, I don't know, several hundred hours into that shit. So I was looking for a new game like Slay the Spire. And I found one. It has the worst name ever. It's called Monster Train. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they called it that. It's about a train in hell. They should call it Hell Train. Anything other than Monster Train. Horrible name. Great game, though. It's almost like a new version of Slay the Spire, so I've been playing that. So that's what I've fucking been up to. What have you guys been up to? Let me read the chat, see what you guys have to say before we begin tonight's show. All right. Loud chat. Speckle Weasel, thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Absolutely smash the like button or the dislike, whatever you want. Somebody was complaining in the show. They're like, oh my God, Dusty, I done subscribe to you because you like Antifa. Yep, I am anti-fascist. You know, because the alternative is fascism. And we have one of the rarest skitties ever. Miss Panda. You guys almost never see Miss Panda. She doesn't come around very often. She let me hold her. So, thank you guys, everybody who supports the show through Super Chats and through Patreon. This is where it all goes. Look how cute Miss Panda is. She's actually let me hold her for a second. You a good girl, Miss Panda. Daddy loves you so much. Okay. Thank you for letting me hold you. Be my star for a second. Miss Panda. So as always, you guys want to support the show? Please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. There is a link in the description of this video on YouTube where you can support the show. And $1 or $2 a month, $5, $10, whatever you can afford. It all adds up, folks. We're at $1,500 right now a month. And, which is okay, I guess. Not a lot, but could be worse. I don't make any money out for advertising anymore, so if you guys want to support the show and see me continue to do 3 shows a week, Patreon.com/Codcast. Please consider supporting it. And also, Super Chats. You guys know how the Super Chat works. It's a little $ down here. You click it. You can donate whatever you want to donate. The more money you donate, the more serious I take your questions. You can buy my love through the Super Chats. I read every single one of them, and let's start. TJ Colbert, $2. Fuck crypto magas, Karens and fleas. I heard that. All of my fucking enemies. They're calling them blue magas now. I don't know if I like crypto maga better or blue maga. You guys let me know what you think. And Aspect, what's up, and Aspect? $10. Hey, Dusty. Can you give a shout out to Rich Latta? Rich Latta, yes. You guys sent me a super chat at the end of my show last, what is it, Friday? And it's a Monday. When was the day? Today is, oh, it's Monday. Okay, this is Friday, and I didn't get it because it didn't pop up until after the show was over. So what's up, Rich Latta? And Aspatch has given you a shout out twice now in Super Chat, so double good. He sent me a friend request because we're both Dusty fans. What? He's clearly an awesome fellow. Pretty cool how you're bringing like-minded people together with Prog Talk. I hope so. We have a great audience. It's a great way for you guys to network and meet like-minded people. So do that. Joining in live and chatting with us all is half the fun. So if you guys are watching this on a repeat, you should try to tune in live sometime. It's live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. So tune in. Awesome gaming. Are you going to talk about the coronavirus? Because I think if you live in the United States, I think people should fear fall and winter when cold weather comes back. I'm sure we're going to talk about the coronavirus some, yes. I have Mr. Pretty Boy to show you guys. More kitties. More kitties. Pretty boy. Okay, baby. Let me hold you. Pretty boy. Pretty boy. Let me hold you. Okay. All right. Nope. He's like, nope. Fuck you, daddy. So I respect your free will. He does not want to be held by daddy tonight, so you guys don't get to see Pretty Boy. They supporting you, Pretty Boy. You better be my star. All right, Solus Ape, $14.99. Dusty, love your content. Hey, my content loves you. Keep up the good fight. Here's a few dollars for the cats. Hey, very generous, Solus Ape. I appreciate that. I will keep up the good fight. As long as you guys keep supporting me, I'll keep doing this. Jonathan Walker, fall Twitter. Hell yeah. Got to be 420 somewhere. That's how time zones work, right? Is the century shift from defund weak? Yeah, I mean, you have people like Bill Maher out there warning people that the defund language It's unhelpful. And I don't know. I'm kind of torn about it. I think it is sort of confusing. People don't understand what defund the police means. It's not the same thing as abolish the police, but people are stupid. And we might could abolish the police too, but that's a different conversation. So, yeah, I think they're just running from it because they think it's too confusing and it'll actually backfire and hurt them. Maybe the wording, maybe the messaging could be a little clearer. We can talk about that. Appreciate that, Jonathan Walker. Chris Clark, $10. Thank you, Chris Clark. Watching the live stream while walking the dog. Is that a euphemism? I'm here to got everyone into super chatting you. All right, cool. Appreciate that. You're a good influence on everybody. Love you, Chris Clark. Lee Spanner, $2. Good to be here. Black Lives Matters. Hell yeah. Good to see you, Lee Spanner. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate the love. Mikey Savage, 99, brought your love. You bought it. You brought it and you bought it. Say my name in a sexy way. What's up, Mike Savage? How you doing? Oh my God, if you were here, Mike Savage, I would do nasty, nasty, delightful things to you. Yeah. In a gay way. Hell yeah. Thank you, Chris Clark, $5. Thank you, Chris Clark. Beast Nation, 2009, $5. All lives matter. But once the black and trans ones do too. Yep. I agree, all lives matters, but that misses the point. You know, it's like doing a cancer marathon and somebody says, well, there are other diseases besides cancer. Yeah, that's not the fucking point, dude. The point is we're focusing on this one now. It's that people don't treat black lives like they matter in the same way as white lives. It's just true. It's just true. And Victoria Cunningham. What's up, Victoria Cunningham? Good to see you. Victoria says, I love this show. This show loves you, Victoria Cunningham. I think you're the one that told us that we should be feeding Katana baby food. Aren't you the one that said that? So we've been feeding her baby food, trying to pack the pounds back on her a little bit. So she's eating slowly but surely. We're watching her. Hopefully she'll be all right. Keep talking and take my money. I will. Also make tank tops for chicks with the kitties and doggies on them. I don't wear t-shirts. I want a Mr. Floof tank top. I got to get on that. Even my old t-shirts that I'm selling right now still have me in dark hair, which ain't working. Got to upgrade the whole merchandise. I'm just bad. I'm bad at making money. I'm bad at this whole fucking marketing bullshit. I don't know. I hate asking for money. I hate having to do anything like that. I'd rather just focus on putting on a good show. But you got to do it. What you going to do? You got to fucking do that shit. Peter Common blocked me on Twitter after I made a video calling out his burning or bust voter suppression. He tweeted about it loads, so I must have got to him. Cult of Dusty, good. Keep on that motherfucker. This blue magas, crypto magas. We're going to shit on him a little bit early in the show, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's go ahead and start the fucking show up. Go ahead. We're going to start off with Karen's again tonight, and I'm going to remember to sing my song, so it goes like this. I think you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you are caring too much. People are mad at me for saying the word bitch. Like, I went a long time without saying it, folks. But, like, I think I can say it, right? Because I call both men and women bitches. Like, is that really that bad? Like, I always apologize for doing gendered slurs. But, I mean, these women, like, they're bitches. Like, what can you say? Like, I don't know what else to call. I mean, I guess I could think of something else to call them. But it's good. It's fine. It's whatever. So first off, this Karen. Yeah, this is already growing well. You can already see it starting off great. I guess. I don't know if this guy's Mexican or whatever he is. But they're at the Walmart parking lot, I think. In Cedartown, Georgia. And I guess she thinks that he behaved poorly in his driving skills. And she has to get up in his face and let him know about it. So, here we go. Definitely not racist, folks. She's definitely not racist, right? Let's listen.
Go ahead.
Wetback sand nigger motherfucking cocksucking bitch.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Enjoy it. Go back where you came from.
There you go. What's your name, Stinky
ruin
Hoe?
this fucking country.
There you go. That's the type of shit I love.
Enjoy it, Facebook faggots.
Okay.
That's the type of shit I love.
She's not racist, though, folks.
I'm sure you do, you piece of shit foreigner.
Oh, see the town crackheads.
100% Trump supporter, no doubt.
Goddamn trash ass motherfucker.
Classic.
Good old see the town crackheads.
Oh no, he did call me a crackhead.
I'm not a goddamn crackhead, motherfucker. I have my own goddamn business.
Not for long. We're gonna find out what your business is, and it ain't gonna go well for you. They're always like, I don't care. I don't care if you film me. Fucking post it everywhere, Facebook. And then it gets posted. They're like, oh, yep. We gonna name and shame you. You have made a horrible error.
How about a fucking crackhead?
Oh, yeah. Definitely proving it.
What's your name?
Run some more fucking stop signs, you piece of shit.
All right.
Motherfucker, I'm warning you.
I ain't touching you, so go ahead.
Badass.
I wish you would.
What's that tag?
What's that tag number?
What's the tag number?
She gonna memorize it. She's a genius. What are you gonna do with this tag number?
Great memory.
Nothing. Yeah, great memory. You making fun of her. So they drive off after this, folks. But bad behavior. You went viral. 5.9 million views. So enjoy your fame. You earned it. And next up, how would you like to look up and see this scary ass bitch? Sorry, I gotta say it. I apologize. No, sort of apologize a little bit, but imagine looking up and seeing this. It's like a horror movie. Oh my God, no! What? Bad Karen! Shoo! Need some fucking garlic or crosses or something to make these scary people run away from you.
I'm asking you if this is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because
Well-
it's private property.
Because it's private property,
So,
sir.
are you defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your
No,
opinions.
you,
but
we,
not on
opinions.
people's property.
Okay,
absolutely,
Sure.
just respectfully.
sure.
So we're just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
But if I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine.
Totally.
And you don't know if I live here or if this is my
Actually,
property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You
No,
said so.
because we know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay.
So
Then
that's all
I
wanted
suggest
to
you
ask,
call
and I'm
him
not
or
disagreeing with
call the
you.
police.
Why do you
Or
wanna call the police?
because
What do you
you're
want me
accusing me
to-
of a crime, correct?
What I'm asking you is why are you
And I'm
doing
not
this?
answering you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So your choices are to call the cops if you believe I'm calling a crime, and I will more than be happy to talk to him.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name again?
I'm Lisa.
Lisa, what's your last name?
What is your name?
What's your name? I asked
I'm
first,
not
Lisa.
committing a crime,
What's your name,
sir.
sir? What's your last name, sir?
What is your first name, sir?
I'm not answering. I'm not talking to you. You're talking to me. I'm asking you the questions.
Well, we're not doing anything illegal.
Neither am I.
Yes,
Actually,
you
you
are
are. Because it's
actually.
private
Really?
property.
Oh, okay. Well, then call the cops.
Thank you. We will do.
Lisa and Robert.
Thank you.
I'll be right
What
here.
they said.
Okay, thank you. So
Bye.
Looks like passive aggressive. Why,
And that,
Karen?
people,
Bullshit.
is why Black Lives Matter.
Apparently, according to him, he's outside in front of his house. I guess he's renting that house, and I guess they don't know it or something, but leave him alone. Who gives a shit? He ain't hurting you. Even if it wasn't his house, he just stenciling Black Lives Matter. I just don't want to see it. Enjoy your newfound fame, Karen. I think they found out who she is. She owns some kind of skincare company, which I guess explains why her head looks like it's been pulled back so tight it's about to just pop like a fucking elastic band. So anyway, scary, scary white people. Why are you so scary, white people? And another Karen. Is this assault? Yeah, this is assault. 4.5 million views. So basically they're calling her out for not wearing a mask. And here is her response. Yeah. Got caught right on camera. Looks right at the camera. She's like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you just recorded that all, huh? Oh, you see her whole life flash in front of her mind right there. She's like, oh, shit. I'm going to go viral, aren't I? This is going to be all over the fuck. Yep, it sure is. It sure is. And it says her name is Laura. I don't want to out her in case this is wrong. So let's just say that her name is out there. And congratulations. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You're definitely going to be fired. But that's the way we got to do it, folks. The video camera and the cell phone camera are two of the greatest tools in the history of publicly shaming motherfuckers. Use them. And oh my God, it's getting nuts out here. Karen, they wielding fucking hammers now like some kind of white trash RPG game. Look at this crazy. Now, apparently what's going on here, I think she has a Mexican neighbor. I think that's what it is. And she don't like them too much. And so she gonna just beat up their car with hammers and shit. Because why not? Why wouldn't you do that?
And I got you on video that you're destroying my car. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a crazy bitch right there.
Get
Holy
the fuck
shit.
out of this neighborhood. You fucking shit.
Yep. Cool, lady.
Call please.
I love this woman filming.
I'm calling. Don't worry.
Could have told us. Hi, I'm at 10408 Glade Avenue. Because my neighbor has two fucking hammers in her goddamn hand and she's assaulting the car.
She's destroying property. Let them know that. And I have her on video. And I got you on
100%
video
Trump
that you're
supporter, no doubt about it. Go back to Mexico! That's the kind of language that our president encourages, you know. Yet one more reason to get this motherfucker out of office immediately. But that one definitely needs some mental health, for sure, you know. Send a doctor over there. And next up, oh shit. I guess that's all my Karens for tonight. I only had 4 Karens, so that's it for that. Next up, we're going to talk about something that's horrific, though, folks. Actually, it could have been okay in an alternative reality. An intoxicated black man falls asleep at a Wendy's parking lot, and a mental health care worker comes up and knocks on the window to check on him and offers to buy him a hamburger and stay with him until he either sobers up enough to be able to drive home, or till somebody comes and gets him, or till the mental health care worker can take them home. And then after this, the black man gets taken home and he's back with his family right now, right? Isn't that the way it works in this? No, they murdered him. That's what happened. They murdered him. He was sleeping in his car. I guess he fell asleep because he was drunk. And of course, they sent the police. They should have never fucking sent the police. The police shouldn't be doing this kind of work. There should be other, like, buffers. The police should be the last fucking resort and everything. So anyway, long story short, yeah, they shot him in the back and he's dead. He's dead. Now, warning, I'm going to show you guys this footage, and this is this guy getting murdered. Okay, so what happens is they pull him out of his car, and they talk to him for a while, and then I guess they decide to arrest him, and he resists his arrest, and he grabs one of the officers' taser guns, and he runs away. Because, I mean, you shouldn't do that, clearly. But at the same time, like, I understand, like, maybe he was afraid for his life. Maybe he is intoxicated, and he knows that they just kneeled on Floyd's neck for 8.5 minutes, sit there and murder the shit out of him, and maybe he's scared for his life and he just wants to get away from these cops without getting killed. Of course, the opposite happens. So, warning, he about to get shot in the back as he points a taser, which, you know, supposedly non-lethal, but I guess the police think they can murder you for doing the same thing that they do to you. So, warning, folks, murder happening here. So he's running, and he turns around and points the taser, and so they shoot him dead. Yeah, that's murder. You just murdered that dude, right? You know that tasers are non-lethal. You use them on people all the time. You don't have a right to murder somebody for pointing a non-lethal weapon at you, in my opinion. So, yeah, you're probably going to go to jail, you folks, or at least, you know, have to go to court. They always let these guys go, so we'll see what the fuck happens. But definitely should defund the police. We definitely should have several buffers between this and the police. You know, there should be like 3 people called first before the police are called, because the police are not capable of handling these situations. They're just not. The worst fucking possible people you can call. So, and look at the difference, folks. Look at the difference between these two things, right? Here's a white dude. Look out, they don't shoot him.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground now! Get on the ground! Put your feet, your hands, put your hands on your back now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! You have? Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Dude, get on the ground.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! I'm hitting you!
Tased him. Got tased. Now he's chasing the cop. The cop running. Yeah. Look at the cop running. Scared as shit, dude.
Dude got a death wish.
He's
Yeah.
chasing the taser didn't phase him.
There's some white privilege
He's
for you,
gonna
though,
shoot him.
folks.
He's gonna shoot. Oh shit!
What is he on?
Is he gonna shoot him, folks? You think he's gonna get shot?
He's trying not to use his gun.
Yeah, he's trying not to use his gun against that white dude.
Shoot his tires out. Shoot his tire out. He gonna kill himself. Oh, here come the helicopters. Yeah, that's a helicopter. Here they come.
I mean,
shoot
there's no
his tires
reason to
out,
shoot.
Dude. Don't let him drive away.
There's no reason to shoot. They got a
Oh,
helicopter
he gonna
on him
kill
now.
himself. Oh, watch out!
He ran with the police car. He ran with the police car. You know they would have shot his ass if he was black. Come on. I was in fear for my life. I had to murder this dude. I ain't gonna get out and run away.
If he ain't black, he would have been dead.
Oh, they
I know, if they ain't black, it'd have been dead. You never lied. Yep, crazy shit, folks. White privilege. He don't believe he gonna be shot, and he wasn't. So, shocker, folks. They burned down the Wendy's that this black guy was killed at. Yep, there's the Wendy's burning to the fucking ground. Like, no, that's not good. Why are you blaming Wendy's? Wendy didn't do it. But I mean, you know, people mad, people upset, and so somebody recorded who they think burned the Wendy's down. And spoiler alert, it looks like it's white folks. It looks like it's the
Look at the white girl trying to set shit on fire. Look at the white girl trying to burn down the Wendy's. This wasn't us. This wasn't us.
Yep, so I don't know if that girl did it or not, but not looking good for her. You might not want to commit arson when people are recording you. But I'm sure the black people will get blamed for it anyway, and it'll be used as an excuse to shoot more of them in the future, because that's the way this shit works, right? And, time for some fucking police brutality, folks. Ready for some more police brutality? Here we go. I'm exhausted with the police brutality already, to be honest with you. I mean, we've had several, like 3 shows in a row, with just an hour per show of nothing but police brutality, but they just don't stop doing it, folks. Here, this protester's walking down the road, and they surround him, and then the cop stops short, so he'll bump into him to instigate, I guess, an excuse for them to tackle this guy and arrest him. Look at these fucking pigs.
To serve and protect. We the right is to protect him. If you want to protect him, you can.
Look, the cop's gonna stop short in front of him. Oh, you touched me! You touched me! Now we can fucking arrest you. We can throw you to the ground. You touched me. You're not allowed to touch the God men. Fucking bullies and thugs. You're not even allowed to fucking talk to them. And apparently, there was 2 brothers that both got arrested like this, and they filed complaints. So hopefully there will be people that have to face repercussions for this shit. Doubtful. It might happen, but doubtful. And here's some more police brutality. I think this was in Portland. Yep. Oh my God, watch this now. Just saw this on live stream. Portland police just walked this crowd together and then violently charge it, including journalists and legal observers. This is horrible. This is what they do, folks. They pin you all together and they chase you down and just tackle you. Look at these crazy ass shit. Yeah, let's bomb rush them. Let's bomb rush these peaceful protesters.
Reporter.
Knock people to the ground. It's a fucking gang, folks. It's a gang. Most powerful gang in the United States right now. They do not give a shit. Record them all you want to. What are you gonna do? We're the police. We can do anything, boy. It's exactly the type of attitude they have. And here's another fucking example of it. Austin, May 31st. Austin police shoot a 20-year-old college student, Justin Howe, in the base of the skull with a beanbag round, fracturing his skull, causing permanent brain damage. Medics try to carry him to safety, but APD opens fire on them point blank. So, yeah, this is America, folks. Tell me we shouldn't fucking defund these people. Why do they deserve bloated budgets for doing shit like this, for abusing people?
A man
is bleeding from the back of his head. He's bleeding and he's passing out. Okay.
You fucking kidding me? Officer, saw him in the back of the head.
I don't know the address. We're at APD downtown, 7th and 8th Street. This man is bleeding in the back of his head. He's no longer contract. Please hurry.
Come down here. Man, you tell me. You gotta tell me what to do. Come down here. Come down here.
Closest intersection is 35 Access
some
Road
water?
and 8th Street.
Come down here.
9th Street. Is it 8th or 9th Street?
Why? Damn, they just killed this man. Are you having? Are you entertained? Are you?
I think I showed you guys this before, but this is the full video where they're actually carrying on the police and the police start firing on them.
Take him to the police department. He's breathing. Take him to the police department. They gotta take him to the police department. He's breathing in his head.
Yep.
Fuck.
Man, I tell you what, there's so much of this that it's just I'm almost become numb to it. Like, I want to be angry and furious, but when you watch hour after hour of this shit happening over and over again, it's scary to become numb to it. Man. Hard to believe. And look at this shit. LA school police will return grenade launchers. What in the fuck do LA school police have grenade launchers for? But they'll keep the rifles and the armored vehicles. Why should we not defund the shit out of these people? They should have probably half the budget or less than they have right now. If they can afford shit like this for LA schools police, why the fuck do they need this? Like, this should be insulting to any empathetic American. Any thinking person. Look at the fucking school lunches they give the poor. And they have fucking armored vehicles. Look at this shit. Yet this is the fucking lunches they're putting out to people? It's a national embarrassment, folks. It's the same with the military. While we have an incredible homeless crisis here, while we don't have fucking health care, we're the only first world country in the goddamn world that doesn't have universal health care, we still have fucking plenty of money for school police to have rocket launchers and shit. Armored tanks, basically. It's like we live in a fucking military state. And this is how stupid they are, folks. This is how desperate they are to make people scared of Antifa when they're the ones that have tanks and fucking grenade launchers for school police. Suspicious Chef Boyardee can, on wheels, lead Chicago cops to shut down streets. Yeah. Look at this Antifa super tank. You fucking chicken shit motherfuckers. Seriously. You literally have goddamn grenade launchers and armored vehicles and you're scared of a can of ravioli. Just fucking pathetic. And this is depressing, folks. I agree with this. How does this happen to you and you don't immediately resign? So this is a white cop lady, and she sees, I guess, a little black girl, and she wants to walk up to her and talk to her and be nice to her and show her that all cops are not, evil. But the immediate reaction is the little girl throws her hands up in the air and starts crying because she fucking knows how evil the police are. How do you not experience this and immediately be like, okay, well, I have to resign? There's no way I can be involved in an organization that causes fear in children like this. Yeah, she's scared.
Whatever you're feeling is absolutely fine. This crazy world has dumped a lot of stuff on you in the last 3 months. I just want to make sure myself.
Yeah, resign immediately. Resign immediately. What the fuck? Any decent person should resign from the police department immediately. And if you don't, like, that says something about you. I know you're like, if the good ones quit, then that at least something about the bad ones. The good ones should quit and protest and demand the types of reform to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. That's the only way change is going to happen. It's for the good ones to demand it to happen. Poor little girl, scared to fucking death, you know? Like, how does that not immediately give you pause about your job? Like, literally, if I was a YouTube commentator like I am now, and I walked up to a little girl in the street, she started crying because YouTube commentators are terrifying to little black girls, I would never do another video again. I'd be like, nope, fuck that shit. I would not be a part of this organization for sure. All right, let me take a break and I'll read the chats and I'll come back. More police brutality on the way, folks. It's hard not to get numb to this shit. Like, I'm not even as angry as I was before. I'm not even crying as much as I was before because there's just so much of it. It seems so endless now. Such a helpless fucking feeling. All right, let me read the regular chats. Chats, let's see what you guys got to say on Facebook. This is well beyond defunding the system at this point. This is the kind of stuff our founding fathers warned us about. I know, right? Where are all the people that are supposed to stand up to the government when tyranny comes in? We got all these guns in case the government takes over and there's tyranny. Nope. Nope, you cowardly fucking sons of bitches. You ain't doing shit. Not shit. Well, you see, Dusty, and APC might be needed when the finger painting gets out of control. I know, right? For when the people start standing up against the police, that's what they need it for. To put down uprising, basically. It's exactly what it's for. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yes, it is. I've done it a couple times. It's aight. Not the greatest thing in the world, but that's what you guys got to say. Smash the like button. Yes, please. Stop resisting, little girl. Yeah, what are you arresting me for? Resisting arrest. Fuck you. We need social workers as the first line and community police only to be called in when a weapon is involved. Agreed. You know, we need mental health specialists who are trained in de-escalation and who work in the communities they live in and who get to know the people in the communities they live in so they're not terrified of them. They know that the first line when anything happens and they don't have to worry about the police. What the fuck? What the fuck? Agreed. Pay the cops what we pay teachers and vice versa. Yeah, maybe. I'm tripping on drugs right now. We'll enjoy that shit. Wish I had some drugs to trip on. God damn it. The police are burning thugs and other news water is wet. Definitely fucking ridiculous bullies who are used to just running roughshod over everybody and getting away with it and not having any respect for the people that they're supposed to protect and serve. Should we get rid of Custard's statue? I think we should. Get rid of all the fucking statues. I ain't got no goddamn affinity for any fucking statue. Let's replace them all with something modern. We should replace them all like every 20 years. It should be something fucking new. Whoever our latest and greatest heroes are, monuments everywhere to them. That's what I say. I never had custard before. It's like a pudding. All right, let's check the super chats. Super chatty chat chats. What's going on in the super chats? Beast Nation, $5 for a demonstration of how the All Lives Matter argument silences black pain. Check out Lester Maddox. Shout at Jim Brown in 1971. Same attitudes. All right, definitely would check that out. Lester Maddox, appreciate that. Anti-Genial 25 PLN. I don't even know what that is. But as a trans person, I hope to reach your level of daddy when I file on HRT. Well, I hope for your sake you do reach my level of daddy. It's an amazing daddy level. Could be worse, folks. Definitely could be worse. I'm actually somehow getting better looking with age. I don't know how the fuck that's even possible. It's supposed to be all downhill, but I'm somehow 45 and just hitting my prime. Insane. Appreciate that. Not gonna happen soon in my backwards country soon, though. Well, I mean, can't you get that stuff off the internet? Hopefully. Probably. I bet you could get that off somewhere off the internet if you look hard enough. I get lots of illegal prescription drugs off the internet, like my hair pills. Get those from the fucking internet from Mexico. But anyway, good luck to you, Auntie. Austin Johnson. Love the show, Dusty. The show loves you. Have you seen the video of Steven Crowder going full Karen and calling the cops on a street artist? Yep. We'll be looking at that in our Chud Watch section, so stay tuned for that. Mikey Savage. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Mikey. Do you think the police will eventually shoot peacefully protesting government officials, firefighters, and even public utility workers? Haven't they already been doing that? I'm sure a lot of the peaceful protesters are government officials, firefighters, and public utility workers. So, already done, as far as I know. And Proto says, where's Proto's at? Remember when skeptics said BLM was a terrorist organization? I think I said some stupid stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely remember. I made a stupid video called Black Lives Matters Are to Blame, where I blamed Black Lives Matters because some fucking asshole shot a bunch of cops. Some black piece of shit ambushed a bunch of police guys. And I blamed Black Lives Matters for it like a fucking moron. So yep, definitely remember. Cringe. More than cringe. That's more than just me being able to get out of by saying it was cringe. That was horrible. Like something I did take shit for it, and I should have taken shit for it, and I probably still should take shit for it, because what the fuck was I thinking? God damn it, Dusty, you gotta be better than that. Be better. And hopefully I have been better. Alright, so next up, at least some of these guys are slightly being held accountable, but look at these Nazi fucks, man. White South Jersey cop charged after pepper spraying black teen who was just sitting on a stoop. Look, just standing there. I don't know, just... I don't want to say standing like a Nazi, because that sounds ridiculous, but he's just got a... This is exactly what I imagine Nazis in the 30s being like. Just not giving a fuck about anything. Abusing their power just because they're fucking sadistic shitheads. Oh, that's good. The cat is peeing on my bed. Katana decided to jump off and start peeing all over the bed. So that's cool. Luckily, we have this under thing. We have like this plastic sheet under the bed. So if they do anything like that, it'll be fine. I just got to wash the sheets and wipe up the little plastic thing. So always fun doing a live show with tons of cats. Poor Katana. She's like, I ain't even going to the litter box. I'm just going to piss all over your bed, dude. It's fine. I have a washing machine. We'll wash it. It's no big deal. That's life with a bunch of cats. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes piss happens. But anyway, look at this fucking Nazi motherfucker. Hopefully, he will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Make an example out of these fucks. That's what I vote. And, I never watched any of Trevor Noah's comedy before. But somebody posted this clip. And let me just say, holy shit, this did not age well. One of the worst stand-up clips I have ever seen, considering what's happening right now. Let's have a listen.
Like Marikana, the Lonmin disaster. What? Oh, I didn't even know what was going on there. You just read the news and you're like, what? They shot them for dancing. How bad was this dancing? But it wasn't. It was the police versus the miners, and they wanted money, and it was a sad situation. No one really knows what happened. But everyone has an opinion. I like this. Everyone knows what should have been done. You know, people on the radio, people on the news. Yeah, you know, these bloody police have gotten out of hand. They're busy shooting people, and why didn't they use rubber bullets? Why didn't they use rubber bullets and tear gas? Because those things don't work anymore. They used it the whole week, and they couldn't control people, so they had to come with ammunition because those guys had weapons. Plus, tear gas is a waste of time. Which strike has ever ended because of tear gas? Where have you ever heard that on the news? And after the police deployed the tear gas, everybody went home. No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen. Tear gas has just become part of a strike now. It's like a little smoke machine. It's just like, adds ambiance to the atmosphere. It's just, it just looks like a really violent music video. It's just guys. Everyone has ideas what the police should have done. You hear them on 702. You know, the sad thing is they didn't even warn the miners first. Why didn't they warn them? When someone has a gun pointed at you like this, is that not a warning anymore? How long have I been gone from this country that this is no longer a warning? Yeah, is that anything now? It's all up to interpretations. Yay, yay, yay. Are you coming to my birthday party? Yeah, are you? Must RSVP when? I don't want to under-cater like last time. But yeah, this. It's just for emphasis, Baba. See you there. This is madness. My favorite was the National Union of Mine Workers. They said, what is the worst thing in this circumstance is that the police did not even ask the miners what they wanted. Before they should have asked them, what did they want? At what point? do you ask these people?
Yeah, not aging well. What the fuck, Trevor Noah? You should probably like play that clip on your show and respond to it. You know, we all say stupid shit, horrible shit that doesn't age well, but you just gotta own up to it. And for the most part, I don't have much of a problem with him, but that, not amazing. Not amazing, Trevor Noah. So, what's really amazing is they saw that clip and they're like, yeah, that guy should take over Jon Stewart's show. Sign him up! And next we're gonna talk about Queen Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, who I fucking love, cause she is badass. Taylor Swift! Taylor Swift ain't having it. She's gone rogue, folks. She's gone rogue. Apparently she's from Tennessee, and she is not enjoying the monuments to the Confederacy. She's demanding they be taken down. She's like, as a Tennessean, it makes me sick that there are monuments standing in our state that celebrate racist historical figures who did evil things. Edward Carmack and Nathan Bedford Forrest were despicable figures in our state history and should be treated as such. Edward Carmack's statue was sitting in the state capitol until it was torn down last week in the protest. The state of Tennessee has vowed to replace it. When you fight to honor racists, you show black Tennesseans and all of their allies where you stand and continue this cycle for hurt. You can't change history, but you can change this. I'm asking the Capitol Commission and the Tennessee Historical Commission to please consider the implications of how hurtful it would be to continue fighting for these monuments. We need to retroactively change the status of people who perpetrate hideous patterns of racism from heroes to villains, and villains don't deserve statues. Excellent. It's exactly what you should be doing with your power, Taylor Swift. Using it to stand up for those who have less power than you. And the only way we're ever going to crush the white supremacist power structure this country is built on is if white folks, the ones that the power structure has set up to have the power, use that power to fight back against it. So I know that's probably bad for your music career, because I'm sure you have a lot of conservatives who are huge fans of you, who are belling on you because of this. But kudos to you. She don't need the money. She doing the right thing. Love me some Taylor Swift. Yeah. And The Man, an amazing feminist song. If you never heard The Man from Taylor Swift, highly recommended. Time is at 8:43. Making good time. Rolling right through it. All right, let's see. And speaking of fucking idiots, look at this dumb motherfucker. Apparently NASCAR has decided to discontinue the use of the Confederate flag in NASCAR, which is amazing. And I don't know about you guys, but fuck that. I am never going to NASCAR again, or ever before. This is not going to make me go to NASCAR, folks. I'm still never going to go, but kudos to NASCAR. But this dude's like, oh, hell no. You don't take the Confederate flag away. I'm retiring from NASCAR. This is a driver, Ray Cicerelli, who's like, well, it's been a fun ride and a dream come true. But if this is the direction NASCAR is headed, we will not participate after the 2020 season is over. I don't believe in kneeling during the anthem nor taking people right to fly whatever flag they love. I could care less about the Confederate flag, but there are people that do it, and it doesn't make them a racist. All you all doing is fucking one group to cater to another, and I ain't spending the money we are to participate in any political BS, so everything is for sale. This motherfucker literally has never won a race. Literally has never won a race. Through 18 races over the span of 3 years, he has one top 10 finish, along with no wins and no poles. So what are you talking about, motherfucker? Some loser ain't never won shit? Gonna act like some big loss to NASCAR? Fuck off. Get your hillbilly ass. Trust me, folks. I live in Mississippi. It's not about heritage. It's about hate. This is fucking stupid. And they're taking our monuments down. They're destroying our history. I'm tired of you erasing our history. Isn't this the United States troops destroying history? Aren't you guys erasing the history of Iraq right here? How are they ever going to remember that Saddam Hussein ruled them when you guys pulled down their statues? Fucking hypocrite. I can't even remember, like, who was in charge of Iraq that we hung? I can't even, the statue's down. The history's erased. Memory hole. No idea. Somebody. Can't name them, though. And Dan Arrows is dead on with this comment. Trying to imagine a version of World War II where the Nazis just get pushed into Bavaria and surrendered, but keep the swastikas on the state flag, slap it on their cars, and say stuff like, "The Third Reich is my heritage." It's exactly the same thing, folks. It's not about hate. The swastika and the fucking Heil Hitlers, there's no hate in that. That's just my heritage. We're just proud. We're just proud Nazis. No, fuck that. Fuck everything about that. We see through that. That's transparent as fuck. I'm going to take a little break and read the chats real quick, and then we'll continue on. I'm going to do the Trump shit next, because Trump is your president, unfortunately. Tired of hearing about this shit, heritage, not hate? It's just stupid. We see right the fuck through that. I mean, I guess maybe some people buy that, but nobody with a brain in their fucking skull. I love how NASCAR responded with, "We don't even know who you are." I don't know if that was real. I did see that post. I couldn't ascertain if that was legitimate or not, but it was funny. Can't wait for a Chud fanbase to call her an SJW. It's already happening. Lots of people were commenting on her threads. "I'm so disappointed in you, Taylor. You're trying to erase our heritage." Fuck your heritage, motherfucker. If that's your heritage, if that's really what you choose to hold on to, out of the history of the human race, out of everything humanity has done since the beginning of time, that's what you decide to wrap yourself up in. Doesn't that say everything that needs to be said about you? You could have chosen anything from history, and that's what you chose. I wonder why. I wonder why that's what you chose. It's a mystery. Trevor Noah deserves a redemption arc. His new stuff is not anything like this. Yeah, I don't have like much of a problem with Trevor Noah. I just saw that was posted on the internet, and it aged very badly, and thought I would share that with you guys. But I ain't trying to cancel Trevor Noah or nothing. For the most part, he seems like to me. Yeah, when BLM first started, I was on that bullshit too, so I don't judge you at all. I know better after just opening my eyes. Yep. All of that was like just my white privilege, right? I didn't really realize how bad it was until like even recently. Even all this new police brutality and stuff that's happening has just really opened my eyes to how bad it is and how bad it's been for black people. For like, I can imagine what happened when there wasn't cameras around. Man, it used to be so much worse, as bad as it is, and it's horrible. It used to be fucking worse, and that's amazing. It does seem like things are starting to change, not with the cops, but with the way the public is reacting, though. I've never seen any kind of protest like this where just about everybody worldwide is starting to stand up to it, finally. Finally, maybe we're starting to reach a tipping point, hopefully. Okay, let me read the chatty chat, super chats. Super duper duper chats. Okay, let's see. Scroll, motherfucker. Is Katana okay? Has she been able to go to the vet? Sorry if you already said something. I came in late. We're still monitoring her. I mean, this is not the first time she pees in the bed. She's been starting to do this, so I don't think this is because she's sick. She just decides that sometimes she just wants to piss right in the fucking middle of our bed. Little baby Yoda does that sometimes too. So she still doesn't have much of an appetite, but we've been feeding her baby food, and we're monitoring her. So she doesn't start to get better in a day or two. We're going to go ahead and take her to the vet, get that taken care of. It's sad because the veterinarian here is so expensive. It's the problem with, you have to make sure that there's something really wrong before you actually decide to take them to the vet, because, like, I don't make a whole bunch of money. I don't have so many animals. We kind of just try to do it the best we can with the resources we have, unfortunately. But we're working on it, We're definitely babying her, so hopefully she's going to be okay. She's an old cat, so sometimes they get old, that's just part of the aging process. But I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the show, HS Ross. Lane Diggity. What's up, Dusty? What's up, Lane Diggity? Man, with so much going on, you still have the far left campaign against Biden. Do you know their end game? I think that there's just like a niche, and they're making money, and they're getting clicks and likes and stuff, and it's just feeding in their dopamine receptors, and they are justifying it to themselves. Like, when your dopamine receptors are getting fed like that, or when you're making money off stuff, you can convince yourself that you actually believe the bullshit you're spouting, but it's weak as fuck. They're weasels, and they should be called out as such. Looking at you, Peter Coffin. I guess Ray is going to be frequenting the IDW circles as a legendary NASCAR driver. Yep. Hero! Amazing NASCAR driver in the weeks to come. Don Jr. show, Rogan show, Ruben show. He'll be all over the place. He'll definitely be on Ruben. What is it like to be one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time who stood up to the man and got fired for it? That's what Dave Rubin will say. Take my last money. Watch F2 instead of NASCAR. I'm not watching any of that, but I will take your money. I think cars driving around in circles is boring as fuck. Speaking of Miss Katana, who's Miss Katana? Here she is. You sweet baby Katana. You pee all over my bed, baby. Did you pee all over my bed? Yeah, that's not the first time. She got a little kitty coat, so she breathing hard. Mwah. You gonna hang in there, baby? We gonna have to take you to the vet? Or you gonna be better? Mwah. You loved. You get lots of love at least. All right, you wanna lay down next to me, baby? Lay down next to Daddy. All right. It's Polish currency. All right, cool. You could probably do a show on how backwards and Catholic this country is, especially right now. I'm sorry you have to go through that. Catholicism is the goddamn worst, man. One of the most evil organizations in the history of mankind. H.S. Ross, $5. I never understood heritage versus hate. I thought it was obviously a heritage of hate and treason and defeat. Like, they don't even teach kids in school in the South that the Civil War was about slavery. Literally, when I was growing up, they called it the War of Northern Aggression. Hang on a second. What's that cat doing? Cat! You, get away from my computer. You, come on. Get away from my computer. Yeah, get away from my fucking computer, dude. Sorry, but you gotta get away from my computer. That's a no-go. A no-go zone for you. Sorry. Had to pull the cat away before she turned off my computer. That is, Miss Cece. Miss Cece, you wanna come be a star for a second? Before you turn my computer off? Yeah, she's pretty, Miss Cece. She got the most beautiful eyes ever. Don't you got some pretty eyes, Miss Cece? Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? She's like, no, not really. I'm a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl, though, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Thank you for being my star, Miss Cece. Do your thing. Do your thing. Beat Stage 2009, they're trying to erase our heritage. Black folks have felt like that for a couple of centuries. How's it taste, motherfuckers? Doesn't taste good. White folks are just now getting a little bit of taste of how they treated everybody else. And if the Karens are any indication, not going well. So that's one thing you can tell about these white folks. They're terrified that somebody's going to treat them the same way they treated everybody else. Karma. Better watch out. HK, 20 pounds. Thank you. Appreciate that. Great energy, Dustin. Thanks for what you do. Hey, thank you, HK. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the show. And HS Ross, give me $100 to help with Katana's vet bills. All right, well, I appreciate that. If she doesn't get better in probably tomorrow or the next day, like start eating more, we're going to definitely take her to the vet. And we probably will end up doing that. She seems like she's okay. She just doesn't have much of an appetite, but, I mean... You looking at me? Yeah. You're a pretty girl, aren't you? But I really appreciate that. I will take her to the vet, and thank you for helping pay for that. HS Ross, you rock. And Proto says, can we have a blue mega chud watch? We're going to have a chud watch in a second, definitely. I don't think one of those people are probably blue magas, though. That would be Peter Coffin. But we'll shit on Peter Coffin. Good, right? In the next session, so... Bring up my amazing graphics. My amazing graphics. Spent all day making this. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's the president. Yeah, Trump's the president. Amazing. How is this real life? So anyway, Trump got made fun of recently because he walking down a ramp like an old man. Real slow and gingerly, and everybody's like, is there something wrong with Trump? And so they put him side by side with Biden, running up the same fucking ramp. And I know this is petty as shit, folks. And this wouldn't even matter. I wouldn't even be showing you this. But the funny thing is Trump responded because he is so insecure that any little bit of criticism he takes, he has to get all butthurt and respond to it. So first off, here's the video. Here's Biden on the right, on the left, Trump on the right. Trump slowly, gingerly, like an old man, slinking down it, and Biden just running up it. No problem whatsoever. Forget him. He just looks so dotard. That's the perfect word for him. I hate to give Kim Jong-un any credit, but dotard, perfect. For this laboring, lumbering slack-jawed yokel. So anyway, of course, Trump butthurt by it, so he has to respond. Hands down, the funniest president, says Cody Johnson. The ramp that I descended after my West Point commencement speech was very long and steep, had no handrail, and most importantly, was very slippery. The last thing I was going to do is fall for the fake news to have fun with. Final 10 feet, I ran down the level ground. Momentum. Just like, what the fuck? Just ignore it, you fucking idiot. Why you have to be so sensitive about everything, Trump? It's just pathetic. Fuck, man. And then this went viral this week. 1.3 million views, where people were playing Trump just like, I guess, 5 years ago during the 2015 campaign, his launch speech, and they're comparing it to his speech he gave at West Point earlier this week. And look how different he is. Look how much his mental faculties have declined in just such a short amount of time.
Because I don't need anybody's money. It's nice. I don't need
Turn it up a little bit.
anybody's money. I'm using my own money. I'm not using the lobbyists. I'm not using donors. I don't care. I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second. And by the way, I'm not even saying that in a brag. That's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of thinking you need for this country. So, because we got to make the country rich, it sounds crass. Somebody said, oh, that's crass. We need you to be as bold and determined as the immortal General Douglas MacArthur, who knew that the American soldier never ever quits after leaving the Philippines for Australia at a low point of the Pacific War in 1942. MacArthur famously vowed, I shall return. Because I don't need
no
anybody's
energy
money.
whatsoever,
It's nice.
man. He's totally fucking different now. The presidency has just drained every bit of energy he has out of his body, and good, fuck that dude, right? People used to make fun of Obama for reading teleprompters, but at least he did it with energy. Little chutzpah. Unlike Trump, low energy. So low energy, Trump. Gotta have to do better than that. Looks like he's already defeated. Looks like he knows he's gonna lose the presidency and he's already defeated. He might not. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. But I agree with Bernie Sanders. It's hard to believe he said this, folks, but he did say this. He said that chokeholds sound so innocent and so perfect. Trump literally said that. But Bernie says, I can't believe I have to say this, but no, Mr. President. Chokeholds don't sound so innocent and so perfect. Trump is a racist. He's a demagogue. He is inciting violence. He must be defeated. Yes. Yes, yes. 1,000 times yes. Good God. How did this guy even get within 1,000 miles of the fucking White House? And yeah, want to talk about Joe Biden being creepy? Folks. Awkward. Watch this shit. Prepare to cringe. Ugh. Awkward. What are you doing? He's like, hey, you're nice looking. Shake my hand. Hey, maybe I can get a little kiss with my sweaty lips. Don't you want to kiss my old fucking sweaty lips? No. No, I don't. You fucking gross, fat piece of shit. Get away from me with your fucking sweaty face. Nasty. Turning Points USA. And, whew. Here he is. Turning to the camera. And, openly, out loud, discussing whether slavery and the ending of slavery was actually good for black people. Okay. Let's listen.
In general, I mean, the economy is the great unifier, right?
So, I think I've done more for the black community than any other president. And let's take a pass on Abraham Lincoln because he did good, although it's always questionable. You know, in other words, the end result.
Well, we are free, Mr. President.
But we
you
are
did
free.
pretty well.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no,
so I'm going to take a pass on Abe.
No, I don't
honest
understand
Abe.
what you mean. What do you mean by it's questionable, the end result? What does that mean? And when she said, we are free, and you said, yes, we are free, not you! You was already free! She's talking about her! And black folks! What is happening? God damn it! Sorry, but shit! How is this real? And of course, Peter Coffin. Let's shit on Peter Coffin. Do you fucking idiots understand how he is not harm reduction yet? Yeah, folks, don't you understand? Joe Biden is not harm reduction for Trump at all. They're the same. They're the same amount of bad, folks. Said idiot motherfucker Peter Coffin. Dumb motherfucker. Literally gained his first taste of fame by kicking himself in the balls on the Steve Harvey show. I shit you not. I played the clip several times. Went on Steve Harvey, and his stupid human trick was kicking him on his own self in the nuts. Why does anybody listen to this stupid motherfucker? Seriously. Peter Coffin needs to stop being a thing like yesterday. Fucking crypto MAGA. Doesn't mean that he likes Trump. Means that he doesn't dislike Trump enough to stop helping him get elected. He has a left-leaning audience that he is influencing, and he is convincing them either not to vote for Biden or to vote for somebody else, which helps Trump. So call them crypto MAGAs, call them blue MAGAs, whatever you want to call them. I call them fucking pathetic and useless. Fuck these motherfuckers. And now it's time for Chud Watch. I guess Peter Coffin could have been added to Chud Watch because he's kind of a blue chud now, right? Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Nailed it. Chud Watch. All right, first off, who's for? Oh, God. Name and shame these motherfuckers. Find out who they are. Spread their names everywhere. And let their employers see what they're doing. Let's see if their employers want to stand behind them. Racist vigilantes gathering with bats and guns at the statue of Christopher Columbus at Columbus Square in South Philadelphia. Some of them just assaulted our reporter. Look how they're trying to intimidate this guy. They're trying to bully him, making him afraid, sitting around him with weapons and shit. 100% Trump supporters, every one of these people. If you need any greater reason to vote for Biden, pettiness. Make these motherfuckers cry. Make them suffer. Make them upset. Hurt their feelings. Pettiness 2020, folks.
You're so scared. Aren't you embarrassed?
I can give you my business card, sir, if there's a problem.
Aren't you embarrassed? You're embarrassed. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment.
So what do you think about how Christopher Columbus cut off the hands of people who didn't bring him enough gold?
They were fucking savages back then. They all.
This guy just hit me in the head. Sir, can I have my bike back? Sir, let me have my bicycle.
You can have it over there. You want to talk shit, get the fuck out of here. Get that fucking... Get that... Get that...
Look, he's slashing his fucking bike up. Name and shame every one of these people. Prison.
You're so scared.
Prison. These are the same people that continuously tell us how they love the Constitution, how they love freedom, how they love freedom of speech. Bull fucking shit. Look at these fucking middle-aged, pathetic, think they're so tough. Look at this guy, thinks he's so tough. You're not tough, dude. You're sad. Look at your chubby, fucking pathetic, stupid self. And whoever this guy is, vandalizing his bike by slashing his tires, he needs to be arrested. Find out who they... Let me see if their names are on here. Let's find out who these motherfuckers are. God damn it. Let's see. Let's see if it says on here. Who are you? Who are you? I'm gonna find out. Who are you? Gonna fucking find out. All right, well, I'm sure somebody found out. Hopefully they're gonna be famous very soon. In South Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Anyway, anger, anger, anger. You should be angry. That is the correct response. Hurt these people. Pettiness 2020. And love to see it. Here's a white supremacist in flip-flops, and I love when these guys act tough. I love when they act tough, folks. Here he is walking up to an Asian guy, I guess, who's protesting, and he's telling him to go the fuck on, trying to shoo him away. And then he squares up with a guy because he thinks he's a badass. Let's have a look. You need to stay the fuck out of this block, bro. Don't talk to me like you fucking know me. Look how big and tough he's acting. Like, all right, fine, let's square up then. I definitely know how to fight. Walking the guy down, asking for it. He is asking for it. All right, give it to him. All right, give it to him. Like he's trying to walk away. I'm trying not to hurt you. But this guy won't take it. This guy, little short guy, thinks he's a fucking badass. And the other guy does everything he can to not fight. He's like, all right, fine. You want it? You want it? You want those hands, motherfucker? Take it. Take those hands. Oh, he's like, I might have fucked up. Yeah, you might have fucked up, motherfucker. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah, Bruce Lee just whooped that ass. Bruce Lee just whooped that ass, motherfucker. And go try to help him, because that's what a nice guy this guy is. You forced him to do that. Hopefully calling him Bruce Lee is not racist. Is it racist to call Asian folks that can fight well Bruce Lee? Sorry! I'm sorry if that's racist. I don't mean it that racist way. I love Bruce Lee. And I love this guy. That guy was amazing. Showed amazing restraint, but then when he no longer needed to show restraint, he very much did not show restraint. That's the way you gotta fucking be. Hurt these people. Pettiness 2020. Let's go. And this guy was a family court supervisor. Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? These are the people that are overseeing employees at family court. And he's walking around ripping down signs that say Black Lives Matter. And they tell him Black Lives Matter. And he specifically says, they don't matter to me. All right, let's watch.
I know, it's the city. I pay for this.
Oh, you pay for that?
Yeah, my taxes pay for this place. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know. So I can do whatever I want.
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
You're fucking right, I can.
All right.
And I'm always around here, too.
Great. I live right here, too.
Good. I'm always around. You're welcome.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Not to me, they don't.
Just right in your fucking face.
Good. You can call it any way you want. You can go fuck yourself, though.
So, big tough guy, Black lives don't matter to me. And this is where naming and shaming is so important, folks. This guy was fired. Michael Hinkle, 61, of Philadelphia, who was a family court supervisor, was fired after this video surfaced showing him ripping a Black Lives Matter signs off the public fencing. Someone said, Black Lives Matter. He responded with, not to me. They don't. Yeah, well, motherfucker. Enjoy it. Enjoy your early retirement, you fucking racist piece of shit. Every one of these people should be named and shamed. Dox the fuck out of them. Tell their employees what they're doing. Tell their employers what they're doing. Absolutely. Fuck these people. No mercy. No fucking mercy on these motherfuckers anymore. Enough is a goddamn enough. Shame them into extinction. And now we're going to take a break for Mr. Penguin. Mr. Penguin, gonna be my star right now. Gonna have some kitty therapy with Mr. Penguin. Mr. Penguin is a good boy. Love me some Mr. Penguin. He's Kelsey's favorite. Not supposed to have favorites with your kids, but Mr. Penguin is so sweet. It's hard not to love his little black and white ass. Yeah. Mwah. All right, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being my star. Kitty therapy. Yeah, we need it. Now more than ever. All of the kitty therapy. And, so a cop was killed. A couple cops were shot last week, folks. I know what you're thinking. Black folks did it? Black Lives Matter protest did it? Nope, folks. It wasn't black folks. It was this dude. Another one of these dudes that was radicalized on 4chan and 8chan. There's this new group of like white supremacists that call themselves boogaloos. The people that really spend their time talking about, and in this case, actually killing cops are ultra-online libertarian creepers. And yet cops still mostly focus on kicking teenagers off bikes and trying to intercept phantom interstate Antifa caravans. Yeah, you want to call something a terrorist organization, you guys really need to start looking at these fucking toxic troll communities who worship and idolize incel murderers like this dude did. I bet it's going to make me turn off my... ad block. All right, I turned it off. NBC News. Stephen Carrillo, a California man who was charged with a murder after he ambushed 2 Santa Cruz County deputies, scrawled phrases tied to an online far-right extremist movement in blood on a car shortly before he was detained. Carrillo killed Sergeant Damon Gutzweiler, critically injured another deputy, and threw pipe bombs at police on June 6th. Santa Cruz District Attorney Jeff S. Rosell alleged on Thursday. Before he was apprehended, Carrillo scrawled the words "boog" and "I became unreasonable" in blood on the hood of a car. Boog is short for Boogaloo, a far-right anti-government movement that began on the extreme site 4chan and aims to start a second American Civil War. The phrase, "I became unreasonable," has become a meme in public boogaloo communities on Facebook, which discuss weapons and fantasize about a second civil war. One recent meme on Facebook shows a man holding a boogaloo flag at a protest, along with the phrase, "become unreasonable." "I became unreasonable" is a reference to a quote written by Marvin Heemeyer, an anti-government extremist who bulldozed 13 buildings in Granby, Colorado in retribution for a zoning dispute. Heemeyer killed himself after the rampage, which occurred on June 4, 2004, almost 16 years to the day of Carrillo's attack. Heemeyer is known by the nickname Killdozer in extremist groups online and is frequently quoted in Boogaloo Discord chats and Facebook groups. Heemeyer is revered in Boogaloo groups, said Megan Squire, a computer science professor at Elon University who tracks online extremism and is monitoring several pirate Boogaloo groups online. Referencing a nickname for Heemeyer, Squire said, "Killdozer represents the intersection between the libertarian ideal of small government and the militant fantasy of the Boogaloo. Heemeyer, as Killdozer, meticulously planned a revenge fantasy on some local government entities, and then he blamed for excessive regulation of its businesses." Carrillo also wrote the phrase, "Stop the duopoly," in blood on the car hood. "Stop the duopoly" is an otherwise nonviolent political slogan frequently pushed by third parties and libertarian candidates. So, yep, it's right-wing terrorism, folks. Born on the toxic troll websites. I've been talking about this shit for a year. Ever since I've been doing this show. Over a year now. One of my main focuses has been highlighting and putting the spotlight on the fucking toxic troll culture for 4chan and 8chan. And yeah, you want to start labeling a group terrorist? Might want to consider starting with the right-wing groups. They're definitely much, much, much more violent than Antifa ever thought about being. Has Antifa still killed anybody? Is there a single death attributed to American Antifa yet? Not that I know of. And this is a very powerful picture, folks. This is like something from the fucking 50s, dude. Look at this shit. Angry white dude with his fist balled up right in the face of a little small black girl. In Whitefish, Montana, a young woman named Samantha Francine is confronted by a large white man with bald fists shouting "Black Lives Matter, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." She does not look away. This is America 2020. It's hard to believe, folks. This is where we're still at with these fucking Trump supporters. They are emboldened by this racist in chief we have in the White House. We got to get this motherfucker out there. Stat immediately tomorrow, if for no other reason than to piss these motherfuckers off. Fuck anybody that says otherwise. Seriously, it's getting ridiculous at this point. And folks, Sesame Street, can you tell me how to get to Antifa Street? Like, this is hard to believe this is real. There has to be some kind of context I'm missing here. This is Tucker Carlson's show, and he's freaking out because on Sesame Street, they're basically talking about Black Lives Matter. But listen to what he says here. Am I missing something, or is what he's saying here incredibly just in-your-face fucking racist? Let's listen.
Country, people of color, especially in the black community, are being treated unfairly because of how they look.
It's a children's show. Got that, Bobby? America is a very bad place, and it's your fault. So no matter what happens, no matter what they do to you when you grow up, you have no right to complain.
So
that's the message, and it starts.
What the fuck? What is he talking? Who is the they? Is he saying here that no matter what black people do to you, little white Bobby, when you grow up, you can't complain? Is that what he's saying here? I mean, I know he can probably have a plausible deniability where he says, nah, the they is just liberals in general. But it sounds very much like he's making white people afraid that black people can do anything they want to them and get away with it. Am I missing something, or is that what the fuck he's saying here? Holy shit, folks. But yeah, he's attacking Elmo now. The fucking right-wing snowflakes are fucking scared of Elmo now. That's what it's become, folks. That's where we're at in this fucking country. And yep, burn it all down, says Elmo, and this guy in an Elmo hat setting shit on fire. Do it! And here they are, Antifa Street. So scary. Love this picture with your switchblades and your beer. That's the mood I'm in right now, I'll tell you what. I feel this Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get to that Sesame Street? Because I definitely want to visit there. Hang out with Mr. Snuffleupagus for a little while. And here's Tucker Carlson again. And this motherfucker think he outing celebrities. You ain't outing celebrities. You making celebrities look cool. I wish I was on this list.
Big companies, cynical, soulless, craven corporations like Pepsi, Intel, and Airbnb are funding this chaos. They're giving money to Black Lives Matter, which is pushing to defund the police. But it isn't just major corporations that are fueling all of this. Celebrities are too, by paying to get violent rioters out of jail. As we read through this, we're going to scroll through their names on the right side of the screen. First off, actor Steve Carell from The Office donated to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which is providing bail to rioters. Good. Seth Rogen, Don Cheadle, Janelle Monáe donated as well. The cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, a police comedy, gave $100 grand to help bail out people who may very well have attacked those they portray on TV. Hollywood power couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds donated $200,000 to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, a group that is claiming that any violence is due to cops, not protesters, right? Rapper Lil Nas X urged his 4.7 million Twitter followers to donate to bail groups in Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia and elsewhere. Imagine if he had used those followers instead to help small businesses destroyed by the riots he helped incite. Maybe city.
Anyway, you think he outing people? You making these guys look so much cooler, giving me so much more respect for these motherfuckers than I had before, and even Patton Oswalt, who he lists. He's like, as soon as my mom saw me on Tucker Carlson's show, she sent me this message. You are a good boy, I always knew. Love Patton Oswalt's mom. That's support for you. Got this email from my mom when she heard about Tucker Carlson doing his celebrity roll call bullshit on his show. I love her. I love her too. That's what you call super support. Love to see it. Alright, I guess I'll take a break here and we'll read the chats and come back to Chud Watch. Still got plenty of more Chud Watch. We ain't even almost done with the Chud Watch. So much watching of the Chuds we have to do on tonight's show. Alright, let's see. Asso is literally trying to make these people targets of his rabid fans. Yep, that's exactly what they're trying to do, but it's having the opposite effect, making me love them anymore. Next on Fox, Big Bird the Communist. Yep, be afraid. They're brainwashing your children to not hate black folks and to want to protect their lives. Horrible! Fucker Carlson. Yep, heard that. Tucker Carlson watches Sesame Street. Well, it is his level, so he probably still trying to learn how to read. Human lives are worth more than property. Agreed. Human lives first. Property is not that important at all. You mean small businesses abandoned by the police? Yep. I mean, the police seem to me like they're doing most of the rioting. They're doing most of the attacking of the peaceful protesters, so they're instigating shit, definitely. Is Fox still claiming there is no racism in America? Yeah, they are. They're a racist organization. What else would you think they'd say? Watching Chudge has brought me enlightenment. Yeah, definitely fun. Definitely a fun part of the show. Little McRib X. I like Lil Nas. Lil Nas, he only has like 3 songs, but I like all 3 of his songs. I never saw a musician more famous who only had like 3 songs. Like, make more songs, Lil Nas. Aren't you a musician? How the hell are you only going to have 3 songs? All right. Let me see if there's any new super chat. Let's see what the other chat has to say. Big Bird had a commune. I live like 20 minutes from it. Did he? I'd visit a Big Bird commune. Motherfucker grew up in a castle. Yep, he sure did. Rich-ass Tucker Carlson pretending to be some kind of man of the people. It's all ridiculous. Oh, boogaloos. I know, right? I didn't know that was a fucking thing. It's always some stupid thing with these motherfuckers. Honkler, get it? It's Hitler as a fucking clown. Ha 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 ha. We're so clever and funny on 4chan. It's the Sargonites. Like, I guarantee you that it's some kind of, the Boogaloo people are like an extension of Keck. Like the most racist people who thought Keck was funny did something even worse. No, sorry, Dusty. Take her to the vet. Cats don't usually pee outside of the box. No, this cat has been doing this for the last, ever since I've known her, 6 years. So that's not true at all. That cat pees outside of the box all the fucking time. And even the little Baby Yoda, who is the picture of fucking health, sometimes squirts on the bed just like to mark the territory or something. I don't know. So, but anyway, all right, let me check the super chats. Super chatty chats. says, I can and will spend my daily earnings on you. Well, I appreciate that. That's very generous of you, Auntie. I will try to do good with it. Watergate. Trump can't be mocked enough. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Make him as insecure as he could possibly be. Maybe he'll want to retire. Sapping all his energy out of him. Katina Gearbox. Or Catalina Gearbox. What's up, Catalina? Love me some Catalina Gearbox, $10. Thank you very much. H.S. Ross. I like to say that grifters support the right for money, and chuds do out of hate for minorities. I think Peter Coffin is a blue grifter, indulging the hatred of Biden for money to the detriment of the left-wing cause. I mean, yeah, that's probably true. But I don't doubt very seriously that he has convinced himself that he actually believes the bullshit he's spewing. That's what, you can justify anything yourself. Like when I was a Christian and I ran all those porn websites, I found a way to justify it to myself. God wants me to have this money. You know, better that I have this money than some fucking sinner. You can justify anything to yourself. So I believe that's probably what they're doing. And 200 yen. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but Lloyd. Money for the kiddies. Thank you, Lloydie. I appreciate that. You rock. Kowasti Wyatt, $5. The Columbus guys aren't going to get arrested. The Philadelphia police were there shaking their hands, and they kicked the reporter out. Well, at least name and shame them. You know, find out who they are, where they work. Let's see if their employees or their employers want to stand by them. That's what I want to see. Appreciate that. Crazy Otto, $5. Dusty, did you see Dave Chappelle's new special? Not really a comedy, but good. I saw part of it. I saw the part where he was talking about Candace Owens. We're going to talk about it a little bit in a second. And, yeah, it didn't seem very funny, but I guess he was just talking off the cuff from his heart, so pretty cool. And H.S. Ross, yeah, appetite loss is much greater concern than inappropriate urination. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it's just a kitty code, but we're watching it out for it. Hopefully she's going to be okay. But, yeah, she doesn't, like, get better in a day or two. We're going to take her to the vet, I guess. You going to be okay, Miss Katana? She's just laying next to me. Why you ain't got no appetite, baby? Poor thing. Don't know. We'll work it out, hopefully. All right, let's see. What you guys saying in the chat here? Time is 40 minutes. Making good time. Dusty, whoever thought someone as reasonable and practical as Peter Coffin would still be burning or bust? I'm shocked, I tell you, shocked, I know. It's amazing. Amazing. How many litter boxes are there? You need one per cat plus... Yeah, we have tons of litter boxes. There's a whole room of nothing but litter boxes in there. So she has plenty of places to go to litter box if she wants to. She just chooses to pee on the bed for some reason. She's done that for years and years and years, though. She doesn't do it very often. It's just every once in a while she just decides to take a big piss on the bed. That's why we got this plastic underneath it. That's one of the joys of having so many rescue cats, though. It's always an experience. Honkler, Sargonaut, and Keck. Yeah, you can't be that old. That's only 2016. Dusty sins about 6 times a day. I'm sinning right now. I sin as much as I possibly can because if you don't sin, Jesus died for nothing. I want to make sure he died for plenty of good reasons. Fuck Dave Chappelle. Yeah, the conservatives are suddenly not as much in love with him anymore as they were. So that's a difference. All right, continue on with the show. On with the show. More Chud Watch. Chud Watch. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, folks. I couldn't tell you. It's hard to believe this is real, but for some reason, Fox News decided to put up a graphic showing how much the economy goes up when black people are murdered. Who brainstormed this? What producer let this on the air? So, let's see. Okay. The MLK assassination was really good for the economy. S&P went up 2.9% once we killed MLK. Rodney King, beating Rodney King's ass, made it go up 1.2% apparently. Michael Brown made it go up 1.2%. And George Floyd, 3.4%. So, yeah, killing black people, great for the economy. I guess is the message Fox News is sending. Like, what in the absolute fuck? What the fuck? Apologize. Let's see his apology. Let's see this beautiful apology.
Thanks. We are not immune from mistakes, and when we make them, we address them immediately. We ran a graphic Friday night that we should not have had on this show.
Yeah, no shit.
Full stop. It was used to illustrate market reactions to historic periods of civil unrest and should have never aired. The show's producers unfortunately didn't appreciate the significance of how it might be interpreted, and we apologize for the insensitivity of that image.
I wonder why your show's producers are so insensitive. It's almost like you have a bunch of giant racists working for your network who don't really give a fuck or think about any of this stuff in any meaningful way. Because, like, nobody should have had to tell you that's horrible and you shouldn't air that. You know, some lessons you don't have to learn. They seem pretty obvious. So maybe deep introspection is necessary. And here's Trump's America, folks. This black guy was kicked out of his, I guess, where his business is by his landlord because his landlord saw him on the news peacefully protesting. So yeah, let me just kick you out.
Okay, because you guys never thought anybody would ever step up and finally fight back towards what was happening in this country. We have been fighting against that.
Either way, that doesn't have anything to do with you leasing this place.
Like, I was tired of not hearing their voices heard. You were getting mad at me for other people's preaching. I was protesting the right way. Why get mad at me then? But you say so you're not okay with the riot, and also you're not okay with me peacefully protesting?
Hey,
is that your concern?
I'll just tell you flat out, if there's something illegally going on at a place that I'm at, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm personally going to leave.
But there's two different groups. There's two different groups. There's groups
I don't
with riot
know. I don't know
with
anything
peaceful
about it. All I
protest.
know is
There's two
that
different
if
groups.
someone's doing something illegally someplace,
But what does that have to do with him?
You saw me in Israel. Would do anything illegally?
No, I'm not saying you did. All I'm saying is that I think it's poor judgment to be at a place where something illegally is going on, whether you're part of it or not.
We didn't think it was going to happen. We were there for peaceful protest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When it happens,
He just doesn't like that you were at a Black Lives Matter protest, okay? Like, I don't give a shit if you guys did anything illegal or not. If you were anywhere near illegal activity, I have to kick you out. Fuck this guy. Hopefully they're investigating him. Bring that motherfucker up on charges. Ridiculous. Ridiculous country. And the right is eating itself, folks. The right is eating itself. Here's the quarter poundering. A certain well-respected blue check mark. He's talking about Ian Miles Wrong, the wrongest boy on the internet, who is not well-respected. Worked as an editor for my website for 2 months. He defrauded me out of hundreds of dollars. Oh no, not hundreds of dollars. For an assistant, which I later found out was a random e-girl who didn't do 1 minute of work or give a fuck about him. When discovered, I fired. This man was still great. Yep. Love to see them eat each other up. But yeah, still great is not fucking goddamn bro respected. What the fuck, dude? Still great literally is a guy that lives in Malaysia. And his job is to pump out right-wing United States propaganda. Never once ever talks about the country he lives in. He has no skin in the game here. You know, when he pushes for right-wing politicians that will make sure we never get universal health care, it doesn't affect him. When he pushes for tax cuts for billionaires, that's coming out of the, basically on the credit card of our grandchildren, not going to affect him. Foreign provocateurs, that's what he is. And man, he used to be bad, but look how bad he's getting. It's insane. Ian has always been bad, but he has turned it into a bloodthirsty psychopath of the last couple of days. Look at him. Don't trip over your own feet. Ha ha ha. God damn it, these right-wing chuds. They're just evil as fuck. And he has a huge fan base. Not gonna lie, I found this hilarious. Yeah, running over protesters in cars with a big old truck. Funny as fuck, isn't it? A homeowner invited hundreds of protesters fleeing the police to take refuge in his home. They're scared. Laugh at them. Yeah, laugh at these scared people who are being attacked by the police. Laugh at tyranny happening to peaceful protesters. Isn't it so funny? This guy that lives in Malaysia who has no skin in the game. Nobody gives a fuck if you're press. When you run around with a mob of rioters, yeah, fuck your First Amendment rights. Fuck the press. Isn't that right? Says this goddamn foreign provocateur from Malaysia. Just the biggest piece of shit getting paid by other right-wing shitheads to interfere in our government and our politics. That's his fucking job, dude. This little weaselly, God, just one of the worst human beings on earth, right? I could go on and on. There's several examples of this, but Yeah, mess with the dog, you get the teeth. Look at him. Haha, isn't it funny? They're sicking dogs on people in our country. Rioters should know what's coming. Go the fuck home. Yeah. A violent insurrection is happening in the United States, and you're worried about police brutality towards rioters? Yes. That's what's causing it. That is the violent insurrection in the United States right now. I don't feel sorry for any protester who faces brutality tonight. Fuck them. Go back home. This is who the right is listening to, folks. This is a guy who has, I don't know, hundreds of thousands or whatever it is, followers. Like, pettiness 2020. Even though he lives in Malaysia, if Trump loses, it will still hurt his feelings and upset him. Fuck this dude. Fuck every one of his supporters. Let's hurt them. Let's make them cry. God damn it. Enough of this bullshit. And here he is, complaining about Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles will probably be banned next. Remember this tweet. Blazing Saddles is literally banned in Malaysia where he lives. Not a single word about it. Not a single word about what his own government's doing. Not a single word about what's happening in his own country. His entire job is to interfere in United States elections, in the West elections. Just foreign agent provocateurs. That's who the right is hiring to make sure Trump maintains power. Just the evil, disgusting, soulless fucks who lack any type of normal empathy. They just want to fucking make money off our backs. And David Silverman, god damn it. I cannot believe how far David Silverman has fallen. He's basically gone full right-wing chud now. Repeating the same talking points that everybody was repeating in 2016 during the height of the anti-SJW movement. I guess he's mad at the left now because he got fired for sexually harassing people or for being involved in affairs when he was the president of an organization that made the organization look bad. I'm not a racist. Oh, that's a great way to start. Not all white people are racist. I actually disagree with that. I think all people in general pretty much are racist. I think racism is part of tribalism, and it's kind of a learned behavior that most of us have. It just depends on the level that you are racist. Like, I still think I'm racist. I try not to be racist. Like, I try to examine my own biases and then eliminate those biases to make me less racist, but I still find new biases all the time. Like when I moved here, when I moved to this all-black neighborhood, and I thought they were going to target me because I was white. And I was even thinking about, like, putting up cameras everywhere and just, like, filming. And everybody here has been so nice to me. Not a single unkind word has been said to me by anybody here. And the fact that I thought they were going to target me because I'm white is part of my racist bias. And I didn't know that I had it until I lived the experience and realized that what I thought was wrong. And that's how a lot of the biases work, right? You just have to, like, root them out. And white fragility, which I read is bullshit. No, white fragility is definitely a thing. The whole system is set up for white people. And white people now are freaking out that they suddenly might have to face a little bit of equality, that we're suddenly not on the fucking top of the totem pole. And so they're crying continuously about it. It's the most pathetic fucking bullshit. It absolutely is a real thing. Trying to convince good white people that we are in the same category as Archie Bunker will not succeed, ever. And saying we should just admit to being racist so we can move forward is passive-aggressive horseshit and bullshit. We have to admit the problem. That's the only way we can ever improve as a society. Admit, yes, we have a white supremacist system that over hundreds of years of oppression has created a snowball effect that still affects blacks and minorities today. We have to recognize the system in order to abolish it. And it is up to those of us who have the power in the system to abolish it, not to expect those who don't have power in the system to abolish it. So, like, every bit of this is just terrible. Like, what happened? Like, this guy used to be a hero of mine. It's so sad to see how far this fucking dipshit has fallen. I'm not even gonna read the rest of it. Fuck this dude. Fuck you. Shame, shame, David Silverman. You're a shell of what you once were. All the good you've built up in your brand has been destroyed by your own stupidity and ignorance. Fuck you. And you guys remember when David Rubin threatened to sue Mother Jones for suggesting he was right-wing. Yeah, true story. They said he was far right. And so he posted, Mother Jones, you in danger, girl. Here's the definition of libel. We got all four ladies and gentlemen. Yep, all they did was say he was far right. That's the only thing they said of Ruben. Mr. Free Speech threatened to sue them over. Well, here he is now. Completely changing his tune now.
When I say right-leaning, I usually mean decent human being. When I say right-leaning, I usually mean decent human being.
Yeah, remember when Joe Rogan was telling us, oh, he's a liberal. He's not conservative. I can't believe people argue with me for years about this. And now they're all just coming right out and saying it. Yeah. When I say right-leaning, I mean decent human being. Yeah, because, you know, the right are so decent, right? Haven't we shown you over and over again how decent the right is? Aren't these the good guys in this story, folks? Just a shameless con man, a soulless grifter who will literally say anything for $1. Literally paid by billionaires who think gay people are pedophiles. Dave Rubin is. And we were talking about this earlier. Dave Chappelle has a new, I guess, stand-up. It's not really it wasn't even funny. It's just basically him talking off the cuff. But Candace Owens is like, so glad Dave Chappelle is bringing back humor again. From mocking the absurdity of Me Too movement and the lunacy of the trans movement, he is fearless. Yeah, good on you, Dave. No wonder Dave wanted to do something to distance himself from these people. They're right out telling you that you're inspiring transphobia and homophobia. Hilarious and just on time. America's bored of washed-up comedians trying on political activism. And so Dave Chappelle comes out. Did I say Dave Rubin? Dave Chappelle comes out with a new thing. Dave Chappelle slams police brutality, addresses George Floyd death in a powerful new special 846. And he takes a swipe at Candace Owens. I seen Candace Owens try to convince white America. Don't worry about it. He's a criminal anyway. I don't give a fuck what this N-word did. I don't care what this N-word did. I don't care if he personally kicked Candace Owens in her stinky pussy. I don't know if it stinks, but I imagine it does. If I ever find out, I'll let you know for sure. I'll tell like Isaiah Banks. I'll tell. So, love to see it. Don't blame him for trying to distance himself with these right-wing grifters as far as he possibly fucking can. More of that, Dave Chappelle. And yeah, folks, totally true. You know this is true, folks. A Maine district attorney suspect hackers hacked into his Facebook and posted a racist police brutality meme in his name. Yeah, definitely true, folks. Let's read. Do we believe him, folks? Do we believe him? It's going to make me pause this, isn't it? It always makes me pause. All right. Matt Foster, the district attorney of Down East Maine. We've got such great people in our district attorneys, right? Prosecute motherfuckers, is claiming he didn't post an image on Facebook last week likening Black Lives Matter activists to dogs and making light of deadly violence against looters. But a growing number of his constituents, including a state lawmaker, now calling for a formal investigation, aren't buying it. Yeah, no one should buy it. Like, obviously, you weren't fucking hacked, you stupid piece of shit. After protests over the police killing of George Floyd took place on June 2nd, in the tiny city of Ellsworth, a Facebook post surfaced complaining that the protest was an inconvenience for the town. Foster replied to the post with a meme depicting actor Robert Downey Jr. looking relieved and the words, "When you thought you hit a dog, but turns out it was just a looter." Dr. Kevin Neves, who grew up in Maine and now teaches at Ohio Bowling Green State University, alerted his hometown newspaper to Foster's post. Cindy Wood, managing editor of the Ellsworth American, contacted Foster and then told Neves the DA said he did not post the meme and believes his account was hacked or spoofed. Yeah, that's what it was, folks. They hacked into his account, and the only thing they did was post one meme on a comment. And that's it. Makes total sense, right, folks? Why would someone go to great lengths to hack the personal Facebook of a DA in a small city and then post one meme and nothing else? A local college student and activist named Isabel Bohr wrote in a response, "Doesn't stack up to me. Nope, doesn't stack up to me either. Resign, motherfucker. You in trouble. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job, and you should." Hopefully bad things happen to you. And Here's a horrible video, folks. This guy comes into the store, and he's not wearing a mask, and they ask him to leave because he's not wearing a mask, and so he shoves this woman down as hard as he fucking can. Here he is. She's telling him to leave. You got to leave the store. You have to get out of the store, sir. And he's like, fuck you. I ain't leaving the store. And they're like, sir, we have a rule. You have to leave the store. You have to get out of the store, sir. And he's like, hell no. I don't have to do shit. And she's about to get a little more forceful. She's about to walk up to him and say, sir, it's a rule. You have to leave the store. And then, boom, shoved the shit out of her, didn't he? So that's definitely assault, and that dude's got to go to fucking jail. Holy shit, it's just a mask, people. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm too tough to wear a goddamn mask. No, you ain't. Are you too tough to go to jail? Because you're about to. And Lady Antebellum, you know what antebellum is? It's like the pre-Civil War time where there was slavery, and it's this romanticized era in the South. And so they're like a country group, and they name themselves Lady Antebellum. And so now that ain't going over so well. People will be like, did you really name yourself after like a slave era time period that is romanticized? And they were like, oh shit, maybe that was a mistake on our part. We don't want to insult black folks. So instead, they stole the name of a black singer who's been using the name Lady A for 20 years. Didn't even Google her or ask her anything. She's released multiple albums under the name Lady A, which itself is a terrible name. Sounds like the name of a porn star who specializes in anal or something. But anyway, out of the frying pan into the fire, Lady Antebellum. Gonna have to change your name again. Google is your friend. What the hell is wrong with you people? And I don't know what's happened with Ice Cube. He seems to be going fucking insane a little bit. He posted this, which is a clearly anti-Semitic Jewish conspiracy theory, right? He posted this of the Star of David with a cube in it, and then all these other sites around the world with the same cube in it, which is specifically sending the message, Jews rule the world. It's an ancient fucking conspiracy theory that's been around for a long time, an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. And so he took a lot of shit for it, but apparently he has a disturbing history of anti-Semitism, according to this article. And yeah, he posted that. And everybody's like, what's wrong with you, Ice Cube? Why are you racist? Why are you anti-Semitic? And he also posted this before, which is also anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish. I guess it was a graffiti artist painted this on the side of a building. So he posted this. Fuck the new normal until they fix the old normal. And he did respond and claim that he wasn't being anti-Semitic. He said that he was just being pro-black, which is ridiculous. He's basically saying, I'm just being pro-black because the Jews are holding the black man down. That's not anti-Semitic to say, yeah, dude, you're being anti-Semitic. I'm assuming he's on some drugs. He's on some good shit. And he's making a fucking idiot of himself. But apparently he's got a long history of that. So, fuck you, Ice Cube. Why you got to be anti-Semitic? And I agree with this picture. Me when Ice Cube says, fuck the police. Yeah, I'm all for that. Me when Ice Cube says, also the Jews. Nah. Nah, dude, you lost me. You lost me, Ice Cube. What happened to you, Ice Cube? All that money went to your head? And here's our poorly aged thing. Did not age well. This is Keemstar with his fake-looking beard. I don't know who to root for. Antifa or Nazis? How is 2017 this messed up? Yeah, it's a toss-up. Both sides, am I right? Equally bad. Antifa and Nazis. Is fascism the same as anti-fascism? I think it is, folks. Equal bullshit. How in the hell does he have one fucking subscriber? Who is still following Keemstar? I know he's way more popular than I am, but that just shows you how far our society has fallen. How bad behavior is rewarded over and fucking over again in this society. So depressing. And, oh God, folks, here's America for you. I guess this is a group of Trump supporters who wrote a little ditty about how masks are basically Nazis, and we shouldn't have to wear them. It goes a little something like this. Like to hear it? Here it go.
Oxygen to breathe, 'cause we're human beings. Sucking CO2 all day is not the way.
my God.
We need oxygen to breathe, because we're human beings.
Child abuse.
Sucking CO2 all day is not the way. We need oxygen to breathe.
Yeah, I think all of you have lacked oxygen for quite some time now, and it seems to have caused permanent brain damage, because what in the fuck was that? Oh my God, Trump supporters are not the fucking best. Just saying. And, love me some Bill Burr. This is how you fucking smack down stupid chud-ass Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, like, it's not cool to wear a mask. What, these fucking, you want to be a dork that wears a fucking mask? And this is how you slap the fucking taste out of this goddamn idiot's mouth. Go, Bill Burr.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay?
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this bullshit. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up better than the CDC. All I do is I watch the news once every 2 weeks. I'm like, mask or no mask? Still mask? All right, mask. That's all I give a fuck about.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Shut the fuck up, Joe Rogan.
Let's not
God
start
damn
this.
it.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this.
How is this guy the #1 podcaster in the world? I mean, I guess it makes perfect sense. I mean, Trump is president, so it makes sense that this would be the pinnacle of podcasting. But, fuck. Surely we could do better than this, folks. I mean, I guess not. It seems like we could, but not amazing. Suboptimal, folks. Suboptimal, and oh my fucking God, folks. How is this real? Daily Wire host thinks the United States is more divided now than during the Civil War because they had shared values like freedom and manliness. Oh my God.
It is not an exaggeration to say that in this way, we are far more divided now than we were during the Civil War. I mean, you read about the Civil War, and obviously we can't romanticize or idealize the Civil War. 600,000 people died. It was a brutal, violent, horrible, horrific, nightmarish time. So there's no doubt about that. But even then, fundamentally, the two sides were not nearly as opposed, sort of philosophically as we are now.
Go on.
Because they at least had, they had some common ideas, like common ideas like dignity and
common ideas like dignity. All those slave owners who really loved dignity had that in common with those that wanted to abolish slavery. So basically the same thing.
Manliness.
Manliness. They had that in common. They were all so manly. Those who beat and killed and raped slaves were so manly, and they shared that. So really, they were closer together than we are today, right?
And honor.
Honor.
They had that between them at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they even both valued freedom. It's just
they both valued freedom, folks. The side who literally enslaved people valued freedom. What in the fuck is happening right now? This is a guy who Benny Shapiro employs. How is this fucking real life? God damn it.
Just that they had very different ideas of what freedom meant.
Do tell.
But they did, and which is the case now, you could say. But they did believe that you had human rights endowed by the Creator.
Yes, the people who own slaves believed in human rights endowed by the Creator. Oh my, I just want to rip my face off. I want to peel it off. What the fuck?
Inherent human dignity. They believed in that.
They believed in inherent human dignity. Slave owners. Oh my God. Okay, so we're reading out slave owners. He is claiming believed in inherent human dignity and freedom, folks. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm rarely ever fucking speechless, but what do you say to this? How does it get any more ridiculous than this?
They didn't apply it equally. They didn't apply it all the way.
Oh, they didn't apply it.
There are obviously some huge blind spots there, just like we have now.
Obviously, some huge blind spots.
But on an aspirational level, they had that. There was something there. There was a morsel of something, which is why the Civil War ended. Reconstruction was a terrible time as well in many ways, but the country did survive.
Yeah, folks, the country survived because they were closer together than we are today, you know, and all their human dignity believing and their freedom believing and all that good stuff. Yeah, folks. Little Benny Shapiro. This guy's working for Benny Shapiro. Yeah. Do you stand behind this, Ben? Is this a guy you really want to fucking platform? Ben? Yeah, you might want to reconsider it. I don't know. Like, I know you're making money and you don't really give a shit because you guys are fucking human scum. But you might want to think about it. I'm just saying. It's so stupid that I can't even believe this is real, folks. Oh, God, folks. Holy goddamn shit. All right, let me stop and read the chat real quick. I might do a little bit of overtime. I might do 10 minutes overtime tonight just to get it all done. Huge blind spots, he says. I know. How is this real life? This Teacup? Here's Miss Teacup. Don't get to see much of Miss Teacup. She looks a lot like Misty, but she's not Misty. She's Teacup. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you for letting me show you just for a second. Baby. Sweet Teacup. Had to need a little kitty therapy after that because that was nuts. Manly men. Yep, they were so manly. Definitely not fucking intimidated by the large black men they enslaved at all. Manly man. Don't start this, Burr. Yep. Burr not letting him get away with it. Breathe, just breathe. It's hard to breathe. You're having to listen to that kind of bullshit. I don't even want to breathe. I just want to asphyxiate and die a little bit, to be honest with you. Love the kiddies. Lots of love to Katana. Yep. Katana's laying next to me right now. She's doing okay right now. The country surviving, no thanks to Daily Wire. I know, they're trying to split us apart, aren't they? Trying to make it look like we're actually even further separated in goddamn Civil War, which is nuts. How about a Misty? Misty looks a lot like Teacup. Teacup has like a half stash. This is Miss Misty. Oh, sweet Miss Misty. Yeah, she's so much better. She had some scabs on her neck back for when she had all those fleas, but they seem to be pretty much gone now. She's healing up nicely. I murdered them for you, didn't I? Yeah. Went to the ends of the earth to murder those fleas for my baby. How's it going, Dusty? It's going all right. Plainer Walk, how you doing? Yeah, pettiness 2020. That's all we need, folks. Like, there's lots of reasons to vote for Joe Biden over Trump, but if you don't like any of those reasons, pettiness. Do you think anyone just self-consciously grifts without, did I read this already, believing what they say? Or that they almost always convince themselves? I don't think Dave Rubin understands the things he grifts for. I think Dave Rubin understands the grift. Definitely. I know that he knows that the people, the billionaires he's taken money from, have publicly said that gay people are the same as pedophiles and people that commit bestiality. He knows that, and yet he still takes their money and works for them. So he understands at least on some level, but he probably justifies it to himself somehow. You can justify anything yourself. So I'm sure that's the case. Bradley Elskin, for Miss Katana, we love you. Hey, we love you. I appreciate that. Miss Katana, she's sitting on my hand here. As soon as this is over, I'm going to feed her some more baby food. Love on her some. Appreciate that. H.S. Ross, outside of political commentary, I think some religious leaders, like the ones who pretend to faith heal, know that they are just grifting. Especially the one you show with the woman missing the bone. Yeah, a lot of them do know, obviously. But they also justify to themselves because they still have people coming up to them all the time, telling them how much they help them, how much they strengthen their faith. And so they're like, well, yeah, I know I'm grifting, but these people actually think I'm helping them, so who's to say? If they think I'm helping them, then maybe I am. So maybe I deserve this money. Like, literally can justify anything. Tom Crowell, Blazing Saddles is awesome, but problematic. Yeah, I mean, it's a funny movie, but there are parts that probably didn't age very well at the end. So, H.S. Ross, thank you, Tom Crowell. H.S. Ross, $5. Also, in academia, people like Zizek and Foucault, Derrida, etc., who use incomprehensible jargon to say nothing, I think have to know they're grifting, like Jordan Peterson. Just fucking word salad that if you break down is meaningless fucking gibberish. I don't disagree. They know what they're doing. We're going to shit on Jordan Peterson a little bit here in a second. Speaking of Daddy Peterson. And what else? There's one from H.S. Ross, but I don't see it. Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? There we go. Is there a good general ratio for criticizing right-wing opponents, e.g. Trumpsters, versus criticizing bad behavior, left liberal? I don't know if there's a specific ratio. I guess 3-to-1 at the very least. The Republicans are at least 3 times worse than the Democrats. Far, far more than that, but at the very least. So I would say minimum 3-to-1. 5-to-1 probably makes more sense. I think that's probably where I'm at. 5-to-1 or maybe more than that. But thank you for that. Last chance to get in your super chat if you want to, if you're able, for the show's over. We're going to do about another 10, 15 minutes here. Finish it up. I'm going to do all the material. So Ron Perlman, you guys know who Ron Perlman is? Hellboy was on Sons of Anarchy, so he's feuding with both Matt Gaetz and Ted Cruz. First off, Matt Gaetz, who's this Republican shithead senator, who's making fun of Ron Perlman for acting in movies in roles that are white supremacist. He's a fucking actor. That's his job. It's like getting mad at Hannibal Lecter for playing a serial killer. Matt Gaetz says, this racial justice warrior had no problem in Hollywood portraying the white supremacist leader of a motorcycle gang. Yeah, it's acting, dude. He wasn't the good guy of the show. What the fuck are you even talking about? And of course, Ron Perlman was like, yes, sir. So true. So rewarding. Playing assholes on TV. Tell me, sir, how is it actually being one? Ron Perlman whooping everybody's ass. And so Ted Cruz, this is what a fucking coward Ted Cruz is. You know you're a fucking chicken shit coward when you challenge somebody to a fight, but you challenge them to fight somebody else that's not you. Ted Cruz, I get it, you're rich, but apparently soft. You sure seem scared to wrestle Jordan, whom you keep insulting. Can't take the heat? Need to get a manicure? Like, all this is so childish anyway to begin with. These are our fucking elected leaders at the highest levels of government. It's hard to fucking believe this is real, folks. But yeah, Ted Cruz want to watch Ron Perlman wrestle somebody else. That's what he sits around all day thinking about. Ridiculous. And presented without comments. Oh yeah, Jordan Peterson, he back. Jordan Peterson, guess who's back? Back again. Gonna make you eat meat with his daughter. All right. Mikhail Peterson, who is weird. Happy birthday, Jordan B. Peterson. I know the last year has been the most difficult year of your life. I also know that you're going to take the next year by storm. The future is full of opportunity and hope. And I'm so fortunate to be able to be there with you to experience it and grift off the money we're going to make. We're going to make so much money grifting. Thank you for everything you've taught me, particularly to not feel sorry for yourself. Happy birthday. Also, update coming soon. And this is the saddest thing I've ever seen, folks. Birthday candle and a steak! Oh my god, dude, just eat a fucking cake! What is wrong with you? These goddamn grifters. But at least he's alive. I guess he's alive and looking better, I guess. After he got addicted to drugs and then put himself in a coma to get off of them. Definitely somebody we should all listen to, Daddy Peterson. Great life advice from this fucking shameless con man. And Cody Johnson, my real life fake husband, Cody Johnson. Oh my god, folks, this is the ultimate. So Steven Crowder goes out and starts harassing this protester who is an amazing artist, this black guy who was painting a mural on the side of a building. First off, Steven Crowder gets his ass handed to him by this guy, and then he calls the police on this black guy. That's what a fucking piece of shit, a cowardly piece of shit Steven Crowder is. And fucking credible.
I think this, well, that's true, but people can't loot. People can't commit crimes because then that's a violation of other people's rights.
But the police can kill people.
No, they can't. They shouldn't.
But they have been.
They have been. And now people are looting and both are crimes.
No, and now people are rising up. That's what it is. People is rising up. It ain't looting.
Is this rising up?
I'm going to tell you, is it justice when the black man got to die for something he ain't even do? Ask that.
No, it's not justice.
No, it's not.
Neither is looting and rioting.
No, I'm going to tell you what
Neither is shooting innocent people or cops.
I'm going to tell you what is looting, and I'm going to tell you what...
Breaking into a store.
I'm going to tell you who is getting treated unfairly.
Okay.
Black people is getting treated unfairly. We built this country, this world, and yet we still getting treated like we animals. That's what's looting. So stealing our time.
What should happen?
Stealing our time we could be spending with our families instead of going out here and working these jobs to pay taxes for the same police officers who don't give a fuck about us. That's why the people are looting, because y'all showing us that there is no future. Without no peace, there is no future.
Is it art? Is this your business?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Is this your business?
Thank you, bro.
It's not your business?
The interview is over. I'm gonna start recording. You keep harassing.
Is this a business?
Yeah.
Is it your business?
You now. No.
Okay. Let's have someone call the police about if it's to find out if it's a business.
Somebody call the police on this black man. Holy, what a fucking coward. Steven Crowder, who's scared to debate Sam Cedar because his daddy told him not to. Like, how can you get to be a bigger piece of shit than this motherfucker? Hard to believe. He put this video up there. He uploaded this video thinking this made him look good, folks.
The kicking in of windows and looting.
Who's supposed to be Superman? Fake ass Clark Kent hairstyle wearing ass boy.
Oh, sounds pretty racist.
Racist?
Yeah, it sounds pretty racist.
Because you look like a fake ass Superman with that weak ass haircut.
What's racist about being called Superman, dude? That's not racist at all. The fuck? That's how you know white privilege exists, how white fragility exists, where you think somebody calling you Superman is racist. No, what makes you racist is calling the cops on an amazing black artist because he just whooped your fucking ass in a debate. You cowardly sack of shit. Oh my God, it's maddening how popular he is, how much money he makes, how people reward his bullshit continuously. Justice is such a fake-ass concept. And a little laughter, folks, a little bit on the lighter side here. 3.2 million views. And I'm just saying, folks, his name is Maurice. And if you're going to hire somebody to mount your television on the wall, God damn it, you better hire Maurice because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
You see me, I weigh 170 pounds. If I can sit on this mount and not do shit, then you know I'm the man to mount your TV. Stop playing because it ain't coming off the wall. Hit me up on Instagram and his name Maurice or call me 314-536-1661 and I'm going to mount your motherfucking TV.
That dude can mount the shit out of a TV, hell yeah. So absolutely hire Maurice. I love this guy. Proof's in the pudding. He knows what he's doing. And I guess I'm going to skip over the Bill Maher thing. Bill Maher got he got a lot of praise from the conservative community for shitting on the idea of defunding the police, or for shitting on, I guess, the messaging. He thinks it's poor messaging. But I'm not going to play that. I don't give a shit about that. I want to play this clip where he absolutely gets his ass fucking destroyed by Glenn Greenwald on his own show. This is an ass whooping, folks. This is like an intellectual assault on chud-ass Bill Maher.
It's not our fault what came out. We didn't go into Egypt.
Well, we
wound up with the Muslim Brotherhood.
We didn't go into Egypt. We were supporting and propping up Mubarak for 30 years, even as we were cheering for all the Tahrir Square demonstrators as though we were on their side. It was our government that kept Mubarak in power, just like we've done across the entire Muslim world. And it's amazing for you to say that, well, look at all these Muslims. The minute you give them a little bit of freedom, they go wild and they start being all violent. How can you be a citizen of the United States, the country that has generated more violence and militarism in the world over the last 5 or 6 decades, and say, look at those people over there, they are incredibly violent.
Hypocrites.
We play a significant role in what has been happening in the Middle East because we've been interfering and dominating that region in order to have access to the oil.
I wasn't talking about
Israel.
violence. I was talking about theocracy. That doesn't happen here.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Okay, that doesn't happen here, but at the same time, Iran isn't invading lots of other countries and occupying them for a decade, nor are fundamentalist Muslim countries the way the United States is. So these things are interlinked because we are continuously interfering in that part of the world. And so to say...
Really, it's all our fault?
It's not all our fault, but when you send your military for 6 straight decades into other countries to bomb them, kill their children and women and innocent men, prop up dictators, you take responsibility for your actions and say, to the extent that that region...
That religion goes back 1,000 years before our revolution, so I don't think we can take all the blame.
I don't think we should. I think we should take a lot of it. And there's lots of bodies and corpses that have been piled up in the name of Christianity and Judaism as well.
Not recently.
Have you heard of the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza for the last 50 years, motivated in part by extremist views of Judaism, or the wars in Europe, or the fact that there were generals in the United States saying we have to go and invade and destroy Iraq, a country of 26 million people, because our God is bigger? Lots of religions, not just Islam, produce violence.
Well, if I could just make one quick point about Egypt.
That silly liberal view that all religions are alike. because it makes you feel good.
No,
But
it makes
it's
you feel
not
good to
true.
say our side is better. Those
No, it
people
makes
over there
you
are
feel good
primitive
to
and
put a
violent.
crown on your head and say, I'm a good person. How do I prove that?
You get to ignore the responsibility that your own government has for the violence and instability in the world by saying, look, it's that primitive religion over there that's to blame.
Man, that was a ass whooping right there, dude. Bill Maher was just so overwhelmed in that interaction. But yeah, like George Bush literally said, guy told him to attack Iraq. To pretend like we don't have like a form of theocracy in this country and God is not using an excuse to murder innocent people continuously and has been since the founding of this fucking country. Leave it to Bill Maher to be that fucking stupid and short-sighted. Fuck Bill Maher and palate cleansers. Let's do the palate cleansers. It's time for the palate cleansers. Graphics. Ready for graphics? Palate cleansers. Palate cleansers. Gonna make you feel a little bit better, cause my show is fucking depressing. With some palate cleansers to cleanse your palate, so let's goddamn do it. Alright, our first palate cleanser was sent by Catalina Gearbox. And good news, everybody! This is actually pretty huge. The Supreme Court rules 6-3 that federal law protects gay workers from job discrimination. It also apparently covers transgender people. So hell yeah, the Supreme Court actually did something good today. Fuck Trump. Trump tried to stop this to happen. He tried to let you discriminate against gays, but finally, our system is working. Excellent news. More shit like that, please. And this is kind of sad, but kind of funny because it's Jeff Bezos. Did you know that Jeff Bezos only follows one person on Twitter? And it's his ex-wife who took him for like $30 billion, and she doesn't even follow him back. Oh, poor little Jeffy Bezos. I'd feel bad if you weren't such a giant sack of human excrement. And next up, folks, I hope this does not get my fucking podcast copyright struck. But this went viral last week. This is the new official song of the protest. And it's called You About to Lose Your Job. The remix! Let's listen.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my goodness. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my goodness. It's boy. Is this shit worth you losing your job? Cause you bought to. Cause you ain't got no reason.
You ain't got no reason. You about to lose your job. Don't know if he lost his job or not, but they've been singing that all over the protest. I love it. Funny as fuck. Great palate cleanser right there. And let's see what the fuck this one is. Oh, look at this shit. A new superhero is born. This motherfucker, let me just tell you what happens before it happens, folks. This motherfucker about to get full-on smashed by a bus. Get up, dust himself off, not even look back at the bus, and walk his ass into a pub. Wanna talk about some man shit? Here it comes. Watch out, dude. Oh, shit. Yeah. And he just like, is that Bruce Willis from Unbreakable? He just gets up, why didn't even look back? Doesn't even fucking look back. He just, oh well, I just got hit by a bus. Let's go have a fucking pint. That's cool. I guess if ever he needed a fucking beer, it'll be right now. So, amazing. I guess that's real. I don't know. It looks real. I don't know how they'd fake that shit. And look at this cute little motherfucker. When you're waiting for a sandwich and Doritos have to come out of the pool, look at it. He's like, what happened? I got a bath. Oh my God. I'm so angry. What is happening in my life right now? You're like a little Jedi looking motherfucker. You so cute. You were so stinking cute. All right, next up. They replaced the Don't Tread on Me flag. And apparently the new sign of the Antifa protest are gators. Amazing flag. Fuck around and find out. Yeah. Instead of treading on me, tread on me. See what happens to you, motherfucker. See what happens. See if I don't bite a plug at your ass. So, love the gators, the Antifa gators. More of that, please. And last but not least, these two cute little motherfuckers. So, anyway, she doing the thing where she disappears in front of her dogs, and immediately they blame each other for it. What did you do to mama?
A mamãe tá fazendo brincadeirinha. Cadê o neném?
It's like, I kill you! You did it! What'd you do with her? I will murder you! Bring back my mama immediately! You cute little shits. And that's it, folks. That is all my material. I did it. I fucking did it. Hooray for Dusty. And let me finish up by reading the chats. What you guys got to say in the chats? I love it. Me too. It's amazing. He looked a little tipsy. Yeah, he probably already had a few. That was Luke Cage. I know, right? Like a white version of Luke Cage. Pay that woman. I know, right? She probably ain't getting paid a damn dime for any of that. That was a great song. I know, right? They're totally going to copyright this thing. I'm going to get a strike. Fuck my life. The Defund the Police anthem. Yep. They've been singing that all over the place. That's Trump's new theme. Yep. BLM theme song. Yep. This slaps. I know it does slap. Talented motherfuckers all over the internet. Trans rights. Yep. Trans rights. Gay rights. Making progress. Bill Maher is getting old. Get off my lawn. But Glenn Greenwald is a huge douche. Okay, I don't know anything about Glenn Greenwald. All I know is he fucking owned Bill Maher in that little section. I know I can't turn the video audio up. That's as high as it'll go. Sorry. Only so much I can do. Alright, let me finish up with the super chats. Then the show will be over. The show's almost over, folks. Cry that the show's almost over. I guess I don't have any more super chats. I got one. Glenn Greenwald is the man. Maher is so dumb. U.S. violence helps fundamentalist strands take power as way to oppose us and resist us. True that. I mean, just turning a blind eye to all the violence the U.S. causes. That's just you pretending like you're a better person than you are. You're basically projecting your own insecurities onto the other guy. We see right through you, Bill Maher. And I guess I didn't miss anybody's stuff. Hopefully not. If I missed your super chat, I am sorry, but I don't see any more. So, all right, folks. Let me check the Twitch chat. Twitch chat chicken. Glenn Guerrero is fucking awesome. He did good in that bit for sure. I just don't understand how people can discriminate against because one thing about them is different from you. Well, that's tribalism for you folks. Helps you do an us versus them, so your little group survives over the other group. Bullshit. Fuck Bill Maher. Agreed. Crowder can only ambush college freshmen. I know he got fucking owned, but calling the cops on a black dude, like, holy shit, what a piece of garbage. Total fucking piece of garbage. All right. Well, that's it for my show, folks. I appreciate it. Please consider supporting the show on Patreon, patreon.com/Codcast. There is a link in the description of the video. I need to add the new videos. I haven't added the videos since 24. We're on 31 now, so I'm a little bit behind. But I will do that. Please consider helping out the kitties and the doggies and whatnot. I sure would appreciate it. Folks, I'll be back on Wednesday for another episode of Religious Bullshit Wednesdays. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do Religious Bullshit Wednesdays. I might cut it down to once every other week or something. But for now, we're going to keep doing it every week. As long as we stay over $1,500. So, really appreciate it, folks. I had a great time entertaining you tonight. I love you guys. I will see you on Wednesday. As always, until next time, trans rights, fuck the police, fuck God, and logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot. This is the greatest show. Oh, it's everything you ever want. Everything you ever need, motherfuckers, is here right in front of you. This is where you want to be.
This is the greatest show. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here right in front of you. This is where you want to be. it's here